You read the same email 3 times and still don't know what it says. You're not tired. You slept. You're just slow. So you push harder. More coffee, more tabs, more quick checks. But your brain is quietly screaming in the background. What is wrong with me? Why do I feel mentally slow and can't think clearly? Am I just dumb? Lazy? You are not. And brain fog is not a motivation problem. That's a nervous system problem. Let's discover 3 causes of brain fog and how to fix them. Reason number 1, emergency mode. Here's the part that blew my mind. Your brain fog might have nothing to do with focus. Your brain might literally think you're in danger right now. And once you understand the why, you will stop blaming yourself for it. Imagine you're trying to cook dinner. Pasta is boiling, chicken is in the pan. But your phone is buzzing like crazy. And the smoke alarm is screaming over your head. Technically, you can still cook. But are you going to calmly follow a recipe? Measure spices? Remember what step comes next? No. You're going to forget the salt, burn the garlic, open the wrong drawer 3 times, and snap at anyone who asks, "Hey, what's for dinner?" That's exactly what chronic stress does to your brain. Your brain runs 2 systems. Think clearly and handle danger. When stress is occasional, that's totally fine. Your body handles it and moves on. But when you're stressed all the time, your brain believes you're in danger. It doesn't care that the danger is just emails and deadlines. There is a part of your brain called prefrontal cortex. Basically, your inner adult. The one who stays calm, makes decisions, and keeps you from sending passive-aggressive emails. Under chronic stress, that part goes quiet. That's why brain fog from stress and anxiety is so tricky. You're not lazy and dumb. It's just your nervous system is too busy running the fire drill. The good news? Your nervous system has a back door. So how to lower stress and cure brain fog naturally? Do belly breathing. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Let your belly gently expand like a balloon. Then exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Do this for 2 minutes. But why it works? Your breath is one of the fastest ways to tell your nervous system you are safe. Longer exhales activate the relax mode through the vagus nerve. Your heart rate slows. You feel calmer and your brain starts to come back online. Watch this video and try a 5-minute breathing exercise to stimulate the vagus nerve and calm you down. Stress is keeping your brain's alarm system running 24/7, which sounds bad enough. But here's where it gets worse. Because that alarm doesn't turn off just because you went to bed. Reason number 2, sleep debt. Here's the scary part. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up with a foggy brain. But why? Because sleep debt isn't just not enough sleep. It's what happens when your brain never gets a full repair shift. Think about the coffee shop at the end of a brutal day. People came, spilled sugar, left napkins everywhere, stacked dirty cups by the sink. Now imagine the crew only gets 12 minutes to clean. They wipe 1 counter, take out half the trash, rinse a few cups. But before they finish, the doors open again. New customers walk in. The shop is technically open, but it's messy, behind, not ready for another rush. That's your brain on poor sleep. Sleep is your brain's overnight reset. It helps rebuild attention, process memories, regulate emotions, and clear out the mental load of the day. When sleep is too short, inconsistent, or pushed too late, your brain starts the next day with yesterday's mess still on the floor. That's why you wake up with brain fog in the morning. Poor attention, poor working memory, lack of focus, slow decisions, all at the same time. Luckily, you don't need a perfect sleep routine to fix this. You need one tiny habit. and your brain will do the rest. So how to fix brain fog? Create a boring 20-minute landing strip before bed. A small signal that the day is over. Dim the lights. Put your phone away. Do something unstimulating. Reading a book or a hot shower. Any ideas why it works? Your brain needs cues that the day is over. Dim lights and no work habits calm your nervous system and support melatonin. Your body's okay, time to sleep hormone. So your calm evening is giving your brain a predictable runway to land. Watch this video and see easy tips to boost your sleep quality. Okay, so you start the day with a brain that is already behind. And then most of us do the one thing that makes it worse. We call that being productive. But to your brain, that's not productivity. That's a traffic jam. Reason number 3, constant task switching. Here's the weird part. Every time you switch tasks, your brain doesn't actually switch. It just splits. And that split has a name. Scientists call it attention residue. It means part of your attention is still stuck in the previous task while you are trying to do the new one. Imagine trying to write an important email, but every 90 seconds you stop to check one notification, then another, then you go back to the email. But where were you? You spent 30 seconds just finding your place again. Now multiply that by your entire workday. Ouch! That's your brain being drained by 1,000 tiny reloads. Every time you switch tasks, your brain has to reload context. What you are doing, why it mattered, and what step is next. That reload cost is invisible, but you feel it as slowness. That's why you have a mental fatigue and brain fog during and after work. You were busy for 8 hours and somehow feel like you accomplished nothing. And then you blame yourself for not being able to go deep. So how to get rid of brain fog? Here is what actually fixes it. And it's not about discipline. Use a one-tap rule for one small block of time. Pick one specific task, like finish this one slide. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Close every tab you don't need. Phone on silent. Headphones on if noise pulls your attention. And here's the key. When your brain throws random thoughts like, I need a toothpaste, just write them down on a later list. That tells your brain, we are not ignoring this. We're just parking it for a while. That tiny act of offloading frees up a surprising amount of mental space. Why this method works? When you stay with one task for 25 minutes, your working memory finally gets enough room to actually hold the same idea without constantly dropping it. That's when momentum builds, because your brain stopped wasting energy on gear shifting. Okay, one last thing, a bonus tip. And I promise this one will make you feel way less crazy. About those days when you're fine in July and completely useless in December. Bonus tip, winter brain fog. Here's the thing that might surprise you. Your brain fog might actually be seasonal, biologically. Have you ever noticed that during summer your brain is fine? But when November hits, suddenly one normal Tuesday feels like you're trying to think through wet cement. It's dark at 4:30. You barely see the sun. Your sleep gets weird. That's not random. Your brain runs on a rhythm. And one of the biggest rhythm setters is light. During dark, gloomy winter days, you get less daylight, especially morning light. That messes with your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. And when that clock is off, everything runs behind. Sleep, mood, focus, and energy. Your brain doesn't know when to be awake and when to sleep and recover. That's why your brain fog gets louder. So how to clear brain fog in winter? Get outside early, even if it's cloudy. Aim for 10 to 20 minutes outside in the morning before you dive into screens and work mode. Why? Because this way you give your brain a let's start the day signal. If it's dark when you wake up, a bright light therapy lamp can help mimic that signal. Watch this video and see how to use light to fix your circadian rhythm. Do you feel that brain fog is just part of the story? Watch this video and see daily habits that silently kill your energy and how to fix them. Thanks for watching and see you next time.